Now I am. What's up? How you doing? How you doing? What's up? My name is Iceman. But if you're here, you already know that. Bro, you know like these stupid typical YouTube intros, like they always be outrageous, right? But it's like when you do them, like when you start streaming, right? That's when it's like you know why they do it. Not these stupid YouTube. No, like I tried to do it like for the lulz. Like I tried to just fucking do the so hey guys, it's your boy Iceman back in his and then I just realized I actually started doing that shit like not on purpose, like just fucking unironically doing that shit. But let's see. Okay, what we got here? We got do women really have it harder? And it's gonna be mirrored. Like if any texts come up because I'm too stupid to understand why, so I'm gonna just say because. So let's see. Let's hurry up and get into it. Sony's video I'm reacting to today.
Us today is you must just want to get laid. There's no reason to believe in all of these crazy things that seek to strip you of your masculinity, perpetuate these terrible ideas that men are evil and all of these things. That has to be the reason.
Step forward if you agree with the prompt. Women have it easier than they think they do.
Ah, missed it.
With feminism, it's kind of brainwashed women to think that they are victims in 99% of cases, and all the disenfranchisement that they would claim in like colleges and careers. A lot of these careers are way easier to get into for women than they are for men because they're looking to hire women because of
True.
feminism.
Yeah, like
True.
in divorce and stuff, they get more proper.
Just think about it. Engineering. You got people that's going like getting grants and stuff for like engineering schools and shit like that. And then the jobs. Like I know a bunch of chicks that was just like they got like job offers because they were black women. And I'm just like, bro, that's crazy. Men don't get that shit.
The kids' rights, all that.
Yeah.
But more so, I think that from the jump, actually have it easier. Like,
Yeah.
men need to be a provider. They're taught to be tough. Oh, why are you crying? Don't be a girl. But when a girl is crying or a girl is upset or anything,
I don't have a problem with that. As a man, don't cry. Don't cry too often. You cry when things are like dreadful. Like if you stub your toe, don't cry. Don't be a little bitch, right? If your grandma die, you can let out a little tear, you know. Relative dies, you can let out a tear or two, okay? But don't overdo that shit. If you got fired from your job, don't fucking cry, bro. Take that shit on chin and handle your business, right? Just go get another job. Be stoic. Okay, stoicism. That's the key. Hard times come, you fix it because you're a fucking man. Do it.
that happens, usually there's like they're a princess and they're given the world.
Well, yeah, because with women, they're born with their value. They innately have value. They can
True.
create
Right.
life, and they're extremely valuable from birth. For men,
Right.
it's not really
True.
the same way. You have to make something of yourself to be respected.
Exactly. Like a
Another
pretty woman
truth.
can go far just using her face. A man can't do that. A man can't go to a rich businessman or like a businesswoman and be like, I'm good looking, let me come to your yacht.
Right.
A woman can.
Right.
Let's bring the disagreeers forward.
Oh, this man's accessories. This bracelet just made me want to put on my bracelet. I don't know why. I'm a fuckboy. Oh my god, why is someone calling me right now? Hold on, gotta answer this phone call. Good. That's the only thing. But I'm recording something right now, so talk to you tomorrow. See you in the morning. Right. Oh my God. You see what they do to me? Like fucking people don't be believing me when I be like, yo, this YouTube shit is a hobby. My real job takes up like all of my fucking time. All of my time, like mentally or something. Like anything happens, I gotta answer, right? And look, I got the bracelet. I told you. That man made
Quick
me want to put
question.
on a bracelet.
Just a second ago, you were saying that a pretty woman could go onto a rich man's yacht, and that would be kind of her ticket on, right? Okay.
Hold up.
So did that help?
Why is your hat like that? Like I get with a beanie, you like put down something to show what 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 if a snapback or something, bro? That shit seems so stupid. Why is your hat like that? Fix your damn hat, but fix your goddamn hat.
Women vote at all, being pretty?
But what does that have to do with the
I'm just asking because I mean, when
What's
we're
that nigga
talking
just
about
say?
women,
What stupid shit he just say? Let me say here's the question.
I have a quick question. Just a second ago, you were saying that a pretty woman could go onto a rich man's yacht, and that would be kind of her ticket on, right? Okay. So did that help women vote at all, being pretty?
Maybe. You don't know, nigga. Like what? Did it help women vote at all? You don't know. Dudes that was coming up the law was like probably saw a pretty little lady. What's that? Women's suffrage or whatever the movement was. Came up to her, be like, "Hey, pass this law. I'll give you some guac 3,000." You don't know. You don't know.
but
She be like, "Yo, if you pass these laws, I'll give you." Oh, hey, Sawyer. Wait, it wasn't that far back, right? But I'm like, oi, it's not even the right fucking country. Damn, I can't think about it. I do declare. There we go. If Shaw would pass these laws, she can get lifetime subscription to my OnlyFans. Big boy.
what does that have to do with the
I'm just asking because I mean, when we're talking about women's lives being better than they think they are, would you rather be pretty and be able to get on a yacht or have your liberties?
what are we living in, like 1950s or 2022?
Women
They already
have
have
the
the right
right
to
to
vote.
vote.
Right, like they like where's this guy talking about? It's so stupid.
I think something you specifically said shows to me why women don't have it easier. I think it was you who said, women already have their value. Their value is already obvious because they can have children. I don't want to put you into a box, but there are large.
Listen, I'm pointing this way because I'm pointing at the screen. My TV screen is like right here. The fucking laptop's right here. So I will look right here, and look down there. But I was about to say that man gets no bitches.
amounts of men. Women are people that have children and then they raise the
fucked
child
up.
and they be quiet.
And I think
That is a
not
problem.
at all. I think what was really evident to me when both of y'all came up and talked was how indoctrinated into the patriarchy you are. Right? You both come up and say,
Yeah, when I hear a man say patriarchy, bro, I'm thinking of Jesse Lee Peterson. Instantly.
as men, we have to prove something. And those expectations that you put on yourself is a direct result of patriarchy and the systems that feminism is trying to dismantle.
As
So
are the
I'm
values,
married,
as are the values that women have that when they were born that you're talking about. Women did not create those.
Right.
Men did.
Those are God
Men? No, wait, hold on. I have to say this in the right way. Neither man or woman created those, okay? That's something you were born with, you motherfucker. What are you talking about? And fix your goddamn hat. Goddamn, it's distracting me.
Men and women are both equal under God and in value as human beings.
No, that's not true either. They ain't equal, even under God. God doesn't say they're equal. Okay? He goes God, man, woman, children for a reason. Okay.
In Genesis, you have a creation of both men and women that are made in God's
We're
image.
not
so
about
we
to
are
quote the
both.
Bible on like some
Yeah.
feminist
Hold
talk.
on,
Like,
but so
I mean, we
well,
can.
we're operating in a country where there's a separation of church
we
and
back-
state. You cannot use
You're also operating in a country that was founded on Christian values, so wait. I can't do it.
religion
Okay,
as a
and the Bible
motivation
also
to make
doesn't tell women
legislation. If I hear one more person use religion as a reason to not give rights to people, I'm probably gonna fucking explode.
I don't have nothing to say to that. I thought I did. Sorry.
People using their own personal ideologies as an
Shut the fuck up, because that's what you're doing right now. That's what all y'all doing. That's what everyone does. You're using your personal feelings to fucking dictate like policies. Everyone's using their personal feelings. So what the fuck are you talking about? That's stupid. That's the most brain dead shit I've ever heard. I'm not gonna let someone's personal bitch, shut the fuck up. Sorry. Not bitch. Sir. Shut the fuck up.
excuse to implement legislation over other people's lives are simply just not okay with the fact that they can't control everything around them.
Personal ideology. I don't like murder. Murder sucks. Grape sucks too. I said grape, just in case. That's my personal opinion. Yeah. They should make that a law. That you can't do those things. That's my sorry, that's my personal ideology. So yeah. Can't listen to that. Damn, sorry. According to this fucker.
Back to the prompt, I mean, I don't think that women have it easier than they think they do. And I think to just make blanket statements like women in society think they have it easy or men in society have it harder or whatever.
Women in society think they have it hard. They don't think they have it easy.
You want to say, I just think it's kind of naive. Sure, maybe some women think they have it easier, but that might not be because they're a woman. It might just be because of their own set of life challenges and vice versa.
Yeah, and I agree. And one of the reasons that I am so passionately anti-feminist is because I believe that feminism pits men against women. Men and women may be equal today, but they are not the same. But also, too, women are under a pressing assault today in this country. They're losing their ability to compete in sports, beauty pageants, also
Yes.
Oh,
just
boy.
basic things like that to people that identify as women. And no one is talking about it. Feminists aren't talking about it. So now you have conservatives having to fight for women's equality. In
You're
these
making some
spaces.
pretty blanket statements saying feminists don't care about it, and you say you think that all women just are against
Well,
men.
to answer your question, yeah, you're talking about women. Women are not all feminists.
Yeah.
There are plenty of feminists who are very anti-woman. You know, you saw it during in the political era where you have people who will attack Kayleigh McEnany and Kellyanne Conway because they aren't pro-women. They're not for the girls.
So you
Actually, we have like just a little bit left. I haven't heard Kevin yet.
Who the fuck is Kevin? That's because y'all left him home alone.
Yeah, when
Sorry.
you talked about the pressures of being a man and having to provide and having to prove your value as a man, I think those are real challenges that men face. That's why, like, women have it harder too, because they are also being impacted by how aggressive men feel like they need to be able to secure the role that they have to play.
You know what I'm sick of? I'm sick of these fucking, sorry for pausing so much too, but I'm sick of these fucking feminists and feminists freaking soft men and these women trying to tell men what we think. Who in the hell? Which one of you men out there think that you need to be hard? Like, I'm just rugged all the time. You don't need to be a bitch, but you don't need to be hard. The fuck does that even mean?
In society. But the reality of today is that because of the systems that we're in, the patriarchy is negatively impacting not only women, but also men.
There's no wrong reason to get an abortion.
Oh God, we had advertisements. You know all of them should walk up, right? Every last one of them should walk up. No wrong reason to get abortion. There's no wrong reason to get an abortion. Okay. Here's the wrong reason. I need my baby out of my body so I can eat it. Please give me an abortion. No wrong reason. There's always a wrong reason for something. Like, come on, bro.
The conversation around the very fact that, you know, we're a group of 8 men, the optics of 8 men in a room talking about when women do and don't deserve to get an abortion it's a bad look. So like,
Stupid. That's all.
for me, from a personal standpoint, you know, I have a girlfriend. There might be some reason
I wonder what his girlfriend's boyfriend thinks.
on a personal level where her and I having that conversation together, I might say, oh, I think we should do this, I think we should do that. On a legislative level, I don't feel confident enough to legislate when someone is and isn't allowed to get health care. Because that's what abortion is.
That is not what abortion is. What is health care? What does health care sound like? Like in a basic sense, health care. You're caring for someone's health. Basic sense, right? How are you caring for someone at that moment? That moment right there. You're ending a life. How is that health care, bro? That doesn't even sound right. That sounds stupid. You're stupid. You're dumb.
That's health care.
Yeah. One of the paramount ideologies of, I guess, being a quote-unquote male feminist is just the ability to mind your own business. Just to be able to say that this is the wrong reason to have an abortion, you're already headed down the wrong path.
Yeah.
So being an anti-feminist,
And you sound like a fucking pussy. Like, for real. Like, I don't care if this sounds like toxic. My toxic masculinity is showing right now, but you sound like a little pussy. Oh yeah, we just gotta be quiet and let the women take over because, you know, that's the proper way to be an ally. Bro, that sounds stupid, bro. Like, they can be wrong, okay? You sound like you were raised by a woman that influenced your life a little too much. Okay? See, I was raised by a woman as well. Love her to death. She didn't teach me how to be a man. I learned that shit by myself. I learned that shit from Andrew Tate. Learned how to be a man from great thinkers like Andrew Tate, Jordan Peterson, Charles Manson. Those are my favorite. All right.
I look at this and I say, well, I am more religious as well.
As am I.
So I want to say, like, I'm more like pro-life, right? But if a woman decides that they want to not give birth, it doesn't matter the reason. You know, maybe she's not wealthy enough. Maybe, you know, the father left her. You know, there's so many reasons. And then I also look at like just gun violence and how we're like birthing kids and we raise them and send it to school, knowing that it can get killed. I don't know. I would feel like
it's like not a safe. It's not the best world to be raising a child in.
Exactly.
I think a patriarchal element, even in your answer, not to combat or what have you, the idea of trying to cycle through the reasons why and going, yeah, I guess those make sense, is still, in my opinion, patriarchal.
Bro, this is the most wild shit ever. Dude says wait, what is the prompt? There's no wrong reason to get an abortion. I just have to read that backwards because it's fucking flipped for some reason. There's no wrong reason to get an abortion. Of course there's a wrong reason, bro. This is wild. This is crazy. Everybody can think of one reason why it would be a wrong reason to get an abortion. Bro, you're just, like, why are you handcuffing yourself? Why are you being, like, why are you just giving up your thought process? Like, why are you just giving up your freedom of original thought just because you want to be an ally? That sounds so fucking stupid. You sound stupid.
Even though I was on the feminist side on that topic, it feels like I was put in a position where I was framed as wrong. It felt like you aren't allowed to have this opinion on this topic because you're not a woman. And I think that's kind of...
Welcome to feminism.
...of bullshit, to be honest.
Off the top of my head, I know that was mentioned earlier that abortion is healthcare, and I first want to push back on that. Abortion is not healthcare. Healthcare preserves life, it protects it. It doesn't take it away, it doesn't eliminate it.
What about the woman's life?
But when you exterminate a child, that is doing harm.
Oh, but it's
that
not
is
always
not
a child, right? So it's a discussion when it becomes a child or not. That's not a gray area. That's not a line.
It is actually scientifically proven. It It is a separate
So we're
strain
talking
of
about science
DNA
or
at
law?
conception. If you ask any doctor,
But if you took that clump of cells out, would it survive?
it's not a
Well,
clump
we
of
are all
cells.
a
That's why you
clump of
call it a
cells.
termination. Scientifically, it is a life at birth, and scientifically,
birth.
it is. I'm
Did
sorry,
you
at
just hear?
conception. At conception,
sorry.
It is a
scientific.
life, but it is not a human.
So look, though, the thing
What the fuck is it then? bro, this dude- it's a life, but it's not human. What is it? Is it a monkey? Is it a fucking is it a goddamn ant? No, it's a life, but it's not. Yo, you're stupid. You're dumb. And see, I told you, this dude was dumb from the beginning. His girlfriend's boyfriend probably forced him.
is, so when
Sorry,
you say
stop being
it's
mean.
about protecting life. Abortions are protecting lives of thousands of women who maybe are
How is abortion protecting a life? It can protect a life in rare cases, right? But just abortion, you can't just blanket, little. You ever get like fucking words messed up? Blanketly. Can't just cast a white net on it. You can't just say, "Oh yeah, abortion is fucking saving lives." But like, yeah, in rare cases, abortion does save women's lives. You can't just say it saves all the women's lives. It's stupid. It's dumb. You're
not
stupid.
able to
At
have.
the expense of another life.
But you're already prioritizing that other life over the woman who's carrying that life.
Because of patriarchy too.
Because of
That's why
patriarchy.
you're doing it.
Because of
Because we've
patriarchy,
already
you're
devalued
basically
women.
saying that
So what
this-
if we're
see, these
aborting a
cells
female
are more
baby?
important than the
I
woman.
think it's absolutely shameful how flippantly our society has begun to treat the topic of abortion. You are literally exterminating an unborn child.
To
That
protect
is
the
wrong.
life of
That is
another
wrong.
woman.
Then don't have sex without protection.
Really, you
And
don't
get
have sex without
contraception.
protection. How about you don't have sex without protection?
Well, I don't have a
Tell 'em what they can
baby.
do.
I don't
Yeah,
have a
right.
baby.
Tell 'em what they can do.
Stop
Yeah.
absolving women and
Yeah.
men
Yeah.
of responsibility and treating grown ass people like they are children.
Again, we're not emphasizing any of those things.
I just-
We're going straight to women and making it their problem.
Well, it's a man's problem as well because
I will tell you why it's mostly women's problem. Okay. Okay, so a man, maybe he slips up. Okay, he shoots the club, right? But what's his next step? To not have a kid. Man's next step. Man's only next step is to, do some illegal shit. Flip it over, flip the roles, right? Woman, man messes up. He fucked up. Or she could have messed up and just told him. It's, women do say, hey, can you shoot my club up sometime? So, women's next step. I'm gonna get a plan B. Don't get a plan B? I'm gonna get an abortion. Don't get an abortion? I can just go for adoption. Yes. Don't even want to go through the whole process of adoption. Well, bro, this is so crazy. And I'm gonna pull this shit up. No, come on, I want to pull it up right now, bro. Listen, okay? They literally have these fucking, hold up, let me get this window capture real quick. Bro, this is insane. Like, I swear to God, this is fucking insane, dude. This is what they have. Window capture. Boom. Watch this. Hey. It is. Right? All these, right? These are fucking baby drop-off boxes. Baby drop-off boxes. So, don't want to have an abortion? Boom. Baby drop-off box. Like, you gonna tell me that they don't have it easier, bro? You have a fucking baby drop-off box, bro. What is wrong with this society when you like when you just like what a baby drop-off box, bro? That's crazy. That's insane. It's insane. Tell me women don't have it easier, bro. Like what? So that's all the steps that they can take to get rid of their children. Baby drop off, bro. Listen, I'm gonna say this one more time. One more time. Now really listen to me, Nicole. Some ASMR rain. Baby drop off boxes. Okay, that shit's crazy, dude. Crazy.
If a man gets a woman pregnant, that is his child as well. So one of the things that's really important, what abortion does, is it puts all of reproductive rights in the hands of women when it takes both parties. She cannot have a child without a man. Abortion normalizes women making bad choices. We've kind of given a free pass for people to be a lot more carefree about who they sleep with and not really think twice about the ramifications that may come of it.
But again, we're zooming in on a high level on the end result. We're not talking about the systemic issues that cause women to have abortions. Hold on. We're not talking about the lack of resources that make people feel like they cannot sustain a pregnancy or sustain a life. Right. And those are things that are caused by the way men have set up society. So instead, hold on. So instead of talking about the actual issues from the top down and going the whole way, we go to the most oppressed person involved and make it their fault.
Mansplaining is overly criticized.
I frequently come across videos online where like a man will respond back to a broad generalization about women, and they'll be like, oh, you're just mansplaining it, as if men aren't allowed to have a voice in the conversation. And I think that the term itself, it's just not really defined.
And mansplaining is just not real.
Yeah.
Like it literally is a man explaining something and these people get angry about it. Like that's the reality of the times in which we live. And it hurts.
Okay. Here it is. This is mansplaining according to feminists. You know me. I like to dabble in the leftist spaces sometimes, okay? Mansplaining is when a man explains industry or like a field or a topic to a woman that is already specialized in said field and just presumes that she doesn't know what is happening. That's what they say mansplaining is. You see it? You gotta watch everything. You gotta be like in every circle, okay? I'm in every circle. I listen to all these stupid fucking shit. People, sorry.
The ability of men to have conversations with women, because you think, oh wow, if I explain this issue to her, and I'm gonna be accused of mansplaining, or I'm gonna be accused of being sexist because I don't think she understands it. That's toxic, and it hurts women, it hurts men, and it's just not a way for us to have a functioning society.
And at its core, it's completely hypocritical, because the feminist plight is that women need to have a voice and they're being told they can't have a voice. And then they turn around and do the exact same thing and say, you're mansplaining me. You shouldn't have a voice about this topic because you're a man.
And we're targeted because of our identity, and no one cares about it because we're supposedly in positions of power, so we don't get to be victims. We don't get to say, oh, you should feel bad for us, because we're men, so we don't get to have the luxury of having the benefit of the doubt of society or the media or any of those things, and it's a shame. It's a shame.
Right, yeah.
I don't have a wig. God damn it. We got caught with enough advertising. Bye-bye.
I'm going to speak about mansplaining from a different perspective, because you guys are talking about controversial topics. I'm going to talk about it from just like a day-to-day perspective. In my relationship with my partner, how I try to be really mindful of mansplaining is when she is sharing her struggle. I think a tendency that can be conditioned in me through just how men dominate and want to have to solve problems and all that is I want to jump in and just solve it and try to explain what's happening here and try to question her experience and be like, hey, like, well, did you think about this? Did you think about that? Well, I see this. That inherently in its.
So this fool just said mansplaining is trying to solve problems, bro. Okay, that's what men try to do. We try to solve problems. Mansplaining is jumping in on your woman and not just. Okay, he's just laid out that mansplaining is just thinking like a woman. You know how women, when they talk to one another and they're talking about their problems, they just want their girl to be like, oh yeah, fuck that dude, or that bitch. Oh no, she said what, blah blah blah, and all that shit. They don't want like solutions. They just want you to listen. That's what women want you to do now. They don't want you to solve problems. A lot of women look at men like they're fucking girlfriends. We're not. That's what you need to beat into them. Not physically, mentally. Okay.
Self comes off as mansplaining, because what is the counter to mansplaining is actually getting consent from the other person. How do you want to be supported? Do you want me to support you and listen to you, or do you want me to help solve problems?
It's also, mansplaining is also not just a man having an opinion. Right. That's not the situation.
Yeah,
the idea is when a man interjects an opinion that he either is not fully educated on or does not have the appropriate empathy to be able to talk about.
See, that's what
How
I'm
is that
saying.
different
Who
than a woman
qualifies
doing
that?
that?
Yeah, exactly.
That's my issue.
Then feel free when a woman does that to say you're womansplaining. I don't think that they'll get very
There's a reason that term doesn't exist,
and that's
because you're
childish.
not allowed to do that towards women in
I
society.
promise you, if you did that, it would be just fine.
You just admitted
It would be
just said the stupid. Then tell her that you're woman explaining, bro. This dude just has said the dumbest definition ever. It's when a dumb person starts talking about something they know nothing about. Boom. You're just being stupid. That's all. And if a woman does it, then call her out. So if any stupid person talks about something that they don't know what they're talking about, tell them that they're stupid. That's all you gotta do. And be like, yo, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. It could be a woman or a man. You don't need mansplaining or womansplaining. According to that definition. I'm still sticking with my definition.
Well, I think the difference is though, when if that were to happen to men, it wouldn't quite.
My definition came from like a bunch of different leftists, so that's why I got it from.
Hired our voices to being completely unheard. My wife is a physics and math teacher. If she has the answer to a question in a staff meeting, she's gonna have to be louder than the men in the room, because that is the.
You're a physics and a math teacher. Boo. I don't believe it, because that takes logic and you have none here. But what if a woman starts to speak up in one of your meetings and tries to tell you something that you already know? Will you correct her? Or would you see that as mansplaining? Wonder.
The way society has conditioned people to operate, especially in male-dominated spaces.
Yeah.
That's what mansplaining is. I have one more question. Is it about the word?
Yeah, that's what I feel.
Is it
like we
about
keep
the
on getting
words?
hung up on like words
No,
like
it is.
Y'all really
mansplaining
don't. Y'all have a lot
and
of problems with a lot of
patriarchy,
these
like-
languages.
When you say mansplaining,
Yeah.
you have to understand that subconsciously we're already creating a divide when really a woman can mansplain by definition the way you guys are explaining it, and that's just as wrong as if a man does it. So why is it called mansplaining? Why isn't it just disrespectful?
So when
yeah,
your life is
exactly.
not at stake, when you're not being attacked, I think you can focus on language. When you're not at risk of being.
You live in U.S., dude. That doesn't
Men are
have to-
attacked every single day.
Women are attacked more.
But I think from a societal standpoint,
It's not true. Men are attacked more than women. Just saying. That's just statistically not true. Nigga don't know what you're talking about.
you guys talk a lot about social conditioning and how women feel uncomfortable. But don't you think this narrative that you're saying right now is contributing to that? Telling women that they should be scared when they're in an environment full of men. Telling women that, you know, they are oppressed, they are this, they're that. By telling women they're less than
Let
men.
me respond to that. They're not telling them that. They're validating the fact that that's the reality.
Right.
Women should be encouraged to be financially independent of men?
Everyone should.
I think this one's a no-brainer, right? I believe that men and women are equal. They're just not the same. And I think with that equality comes equal responsibility to be able to provide for yourself. And when I think about what could provide for oppression, if that were to exist, would be this idea that they were tethered to men to live their lives. I think if you remove that tethering, then obviously women are free to do whatever they please and exit very bad situations. You know, one of the most unfortunate stories that you hear so often is that so many women are forced to live in very dangerous circumstances because they don't know who's going to provide for their child if they leave. They don't know who's going to provide for them if they leave. And so I think financial independence for anyone is always just a good idea.
Yeah, I want to speak about this
Yeah, I'm
through a
not gonna
different
say
lens. I think
anything on
it should
this
be
one
like women
because-
should be empowered
Agreed.
to be financially independent. Encouraged versus empowered takes a different like sense of support. Speaking to how men feel the need to provide. Sometimes when a woman makes more than a man, men can feel like they're less of a man because the woman is taking more of like the boss and like provision kind of like role in the household. So I think that it's important to be able to equip women with being able to feel like they are empowered, and that is a feminist thing because it is breaking the gender norms of like what is masculine and what is feminine role.
Yeah, I also think it is important though in this conversation to recognize the women that don't want to be
Wow,
financially.
where's the disagreeer? I can't button in this. Yeah, check with Jacob. I don't like it.
Trusting men, or that men are
here it
unsafe.
comes.
And the problem is in the family. I think
There it is. I was waiting for it. I caught it. Yeah, fit your life. I know this is not an Air Force. This is not an Air Force fucking. This gotta be like they do that shit. You really think they do that shit? Hell no. You know what's crazy about that? Like MJN or whatever. They say that they don't have mascots, but they got like freaking 3 of them already. Those are your mascots. By not having mascots and having mascots to say you're not having mascots, you have mascots. Sorry.
hold on, I'm just going to finish my thought. I'll explain. With the nuclear family, you have, and this is for both
Let
men
them
and
go
women,
for a
they're the
minute.
most happiest
Actually, I'm not gonna
when
be
they
like
are in
Hassan.
that kind of
I'm gonna pause
dynamic.
it. Yeah, we're not like Hassan over here. We pause and then we come back. Okay? Hassan likes to have his chair do all the work. My chair's just gonna be here to, you know, keep y'all company. I'll be right back. Yeah. See? Did my chair keep you guys company? All right, let's go. This is enough
And
pause.
to your point about marriages where women makes more than the man, that's one of the biggest indicators of divorce. And I think there is a societal and honestly God-given responsibility for men to provide. So when men are told that women are going to be independent of you, you're stripping away a lot of their purpose and responsibility to be caretakers of women and to provide for women. I would also say that the biggest group of people that are on antidepressants, and it's 1 in 4, are women that are 40, have a career, and have no family and no kids. Which is the real meaning of life is community, family, and relationships.
Can I respond to one specific thing you said, which is the demographic of women over 40 taking antidepressants, and you're using that as proof that they're the most depressed group. Men just kill themselves. So
Yes,
like
but
all
those
the
are
men that have killed themselves, if they didn't do that and we're still here.
Can't be the most depressed group if you're dead.
Men would predominantly be more depressed than
That's
women.
They're dead. They're not depressed anymore. They're up there.
There's no basis for
It's
that.
not funny.
But
I'm
also, the
sorry.
men statistically kill themselves more.
But we're talking about two completely different points.
Well,
Right.
I think he's just
Mental
saying that statistic is a little bit
I'm saying
difficult
that
to
it's
process
out
because
of context
yeah,
because the men that
there's other factors.
yeah,
like you
there's
guys
other
said.
factors
There's
going
always
into
going
it.
No, men kill themselves more for like big reasons. Okay, like I don't know, wife left them, fucking got fired from a job they've been working at for 30 years, or shit like that. Came home from being overseas to a world that they just don't fucking know or respect, or PTSD is fucking them up so much. Women are depressed because, oh my god, Cheryl said my toenails were ugly because they didn't match my fingernails. I can't do it right now. That's why. It's stuff like that. It's not exactly that, but it's shit like that. No, but for real, like small shit like that. It's in women's head for like a minute, bro. Men just be taking that shit on the chin. We be like, hey yo, Ice Man, you fat as shit, you ugly ass boy. I'm like, shut up, you cripple. That's why you ain't got no legs. That should be funny.
the other factors, but that's
Yeah,
a
we're
clear
just pointing it out.
indicator that women at some point, whether they started wanting a career, will eventually want to fall into a role of being a mom, having children, because that is what women derive the most happiness from.
You got a lot of studies and stats over here, which is cool. But like when we're talking about financial literacy and financial freedom, there are a lot of women that have the ability that decide to step back, all those types of things. None of that has to be taken away or omitted in order for them to be empowered. People should be able to do in their households what they want to do. And I don't think anybody's trying to take that option away from women. I think y'all think people are, but I don't think that's really happening.
But they are.
No.
But they are. We see that in
Literally
society
are.
today. People demonizing women for choosing to stay at home. Female empowerment also means empowering women, again, to make the choice that fits them, their choices, and what they want to do. It is just as powerful, just as influential, just as important as a choice to make to raise your kids at home, if that is what you want to do, and also be the CEO of Walmart if that's what you choose to do. We can empower women to be girl bosses, whatever else you, whatever you
Or
want to
just
say.
bosses.
Would you
But-
empower a male friend if he told you that he was going to quit his job to be a full-time
No. Hold up, let me. Full time. He said full time. Let me.
stay-at-home father?
If you want-
Absolutely not. Fuck no. Because if you think about it, that's not what brings men happiness. I just had a debate about this on fucking, I think it was on Destiny's server or fucking Doobie server. Like, that is not what brings men happiness. I will not. Sorry. I will not. And no one should encourage their male friend to be a stay-at-home father, because you'll be fucking depressed. You're not working with your hands. If you're a straight male, you're not working with your hands. You're not building like the life for your kids. You know, leaving behind a legacy for them, right? It's not what brings men happiness. So no, don't do that.
What?
So
Cash in, buddy.
that's good. I just want to make sure because like you're only defending women who get demonized for doing this, and you're not like
Which is
advocating for
minorities.
men to want to step up and do that too. You're only
Because most men don't want to.
Why not? Why don't you want
Because
men?
they don't want
Because
to.
they just don't
And
want
you-
to.
I don't
It's a
want to.
choice.
I just
You
wanna
never
make sure I
said
follow
that.
your
Are you
logic.
pro choices or pro less choices?
This
I'm
is a
pro-
trap.
I'm
This is a
pro-
trap.
What do you mean by that?
Are you pro choices? Are you
He's
pro less
trapping you.
choices?
When I asked him why he doesn't encourage men, he said because they don't want to do that. So then why is it a problem
Because
if
it's
women
about
don't want to be
choice.
stay-at-home?
I'm not
It's
encouraging women to
women's
stay at
choice
home.
too.
I'm not encouraging
But
women to
he
stay at
never
home.
said
I'm
that.
saying that they have a choice, and I'm not for taking choices away from women. You may be. I don't know.
All right, reset.
Nice job. Nice job. Good job. Good job. We all can applaud that. He left
Period
them stunned
pain.
too, bro. He was like, hey, Fuck, I missed it. I can't even say it. He's like, I'm for choices. I'm for more choices for women. You be. He ain't even had none. He had nothing to say with that one. Period pain is exaggerated. I don't fucking know. I would stand up.
Is exaggerated.
I would not walk for it because I don't fucking know. Nobody moved.
Okay, I'm glad no one stepped forward for that.
Thank you.
I'm gonna change my mind.
All right, next prompt. Innocent men suffer because of feminism.
Yep. Walk for it.
So
Now, listen to this. I got accused of a rape. Me. Like I would ever, like I would need to do that, bro. And then these stupid, I had some dude. No, I was just one of my like friends, older friends who were like, "Oh yeah, you definitely did it, bro." I'm like, bro, fuck out of here, dude. Like I need to? Do I need to, bro? Fuck out of here, dude. Niggas just believe, and it was one of those feminist niggas. Like, nah, bro. This shit's stupid, bro. Shit is dumb.
I think today in 2022, feminism has changed drastically, and I think it's really turned into.
You know what's up, bro? Because like when that shit happened to me, it's like around this whole Me Too era and shit like that. So I was like, I was red pilled as fuck when that shit happened. I was like, yo, all them bitches are lying. All of them are liars. Fuck that, because that shit happened to me and that bitch lied on me, bro. All of them are liars, dude.
Demonizing masculinity
Lied
in men
about
while
me.
promoting
Not on
masculinity
me.
in women, and with that, good men are being pushed to the wayside and pushing parts of themselves down and not embracing their own masculinity because society is telling them that it's wrong.
100%. I think like anything that is deemed masculine is seen as now toxic. And I see it all over social media. You can't really say anything or do anything, especially even like against or even for yourself, without it being like some weaponized in some way or shape or form.
Yeah. It's a shame that feminism has become less about actual equality and more about supremacy. It's not about equal rights between men and women. It's about women being superior to men. And women don't even like it anymore, right? I hear conversations with so many girls that are friends of mine. They're like, I hate what feminism has become because it makes me feel as if I'm a victim, and also too that men aren't supposed to be men anymore. It almost absolves us of the responsibilities that we have as males in society to be providers, to be protectors.
Right.
And innocent men suffer because we're made out to be toxic because we're fulfilling our roles as men in this world. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, and I mean, I disagree a little bit with saying that men have to be providers, but I think, demonizing those men is part of the problem.
Yeah, I would disagree a little bit, but I think also too, though, what we probably would agree on is that in a society that makes women feel as if they
I hate the fact that I'm like constantly working. Oh my god, hold up, give me a second. Fuck, bro. Like, working sucks. I mean, not working sucks, but it's like every time I turn around, it's another fucking problem. Yo, how far away from that 1200 are you? You back at the damn. What? What about the dialysis shit? Oh, all right. Oh, I got you. All right, fuck it. All righty. Nah, bro. It's all good with me. That's their fucking fault. Right. Yeah. They gonna have to pick that shit now. All right. No, it never stops. Merry Christmas. So he is back at the terminal. Yeah, he said that. Huh? He said they were close.
This lady just called up his.
Sorry, your doors were locked. Like because he said he was there, and I wouldn't take Rick as a fucking liar to say that he was there and she went. He said the keys were on the table or something. Tried to go there and deliver it, and no one answered. Alrighty, right. And I was supposed to be muted. Whoops. Shit. All right, back to it.
They need to be more like men. All you get is really bad versions of men. And when you have men who are increasingly more feminine, you get men who aren't being.
If you have women that's trying to be men, bro, they're not going to be like a good man, bro. Oh, imagine a really emotional man. Bro. Imagine a really masculine woman. All you just created was a gay person and a lesbian person. Nothing's wrong with that, but I'm just saying, like, this. Let men be men, let women be women. God damn it. Stop trying to fix us.
Men at all anymore. And I think like that's a huge societal problem, and we see the ripple effects and the consequences of that every single day.
Here comes an ad. We got it. I'm gonna catch it. Got it. Boom. What's this? The fuck is this? Now I wanna know what this is. Hold up. Listen to this. What is this?
We will annihilate everything. Champions of this realm can do nothing to stop us.
Shazam? Oh! Alright, that's enough.
When I started hearing y'all talk, y'all have a huge misconception of even what feminism is.
Well,
the goal
please
of
explain- yeah,
feminism
explain it
isn't
to
to
me then.
demasculate men. The goal of feminism is to fight for
Put back on that. Okay, it's not to demasculate men. You want men to shut the hell up when they want to speak up. You want men to freaking dress a certain way. You want men to dress in like dressing stuff, saying, "Oh, it's okay to wear dresses. It's okay to wear makeup." You want men to like stop speaking up. We want men to stop being interested in the things that men are interested in, like the STEM field and shit. And you want women to be more. Come on, shut the fuck up. That's bullshit. The goal of feminism is to demasculate men and try to emasculate. Try to make women more masculine, okay? But it's not going to happen because it's biology, bro. We like what we like, and they don't like that fact that men like what men like, women like what women like. That's why if you look at any show, bro, like any type of show, you look at shows about cars, you look at show about boats, fishing, hunting, like even like I think even how it's made, I guarantee you that's like high with men. Anything like that is like you'll always see the difference between men and women. Women, you still have a small percentage of women that want to watch it, but you cannot like fix that. It's biology. Stupid.
social, political, and economic
Stupid.
equality for everyone to
Is it
regardless of
equality
your
of
race,
opportunity
gender.
or equality of outcome? Because it used to be equality of opportunity, and that's when I would say I would be a feminist.
But either
now it's
way-
become equality
But-
of outcome.
But hold on, but either way, what y'all are talking about is feelings.
Right.
Y'all talking about, I don't like how women make me feel in society about crying, how women make
Well,
me...
the question
Hold on,
was
hold on,
about
hold on.
feelings.
Yeah. No, hold on.
It was about are men affected?
Hold
That's
on.
feelings.
Yeah, but
So yes, that's the
but
conversation.
feminism itself is not about feeling. It's about, like you said, outcome. It's about the wage gap. It's about having access to
Which
the
doesn't
Wage
exist.
gap
by the way,
doesn't
right?
exist.
But
There
anyways,
we go.
let's
Hold
not-
on,
let's
hold
not-
on,
let's-
hold on,
let-
hold on,
no, no, no,
hold on,
let me-
hold on.
I let you
So,
talk.
no, hold on.
Let me-
No,
I
you
let
didn't let me talk, though.
I did
Hold
let
on.
you
No,
talk.
you didn't let me
Okay,
talk, though.
It's
Hold
about
on.
feelings, right? You don't want to talk about how men feel. Let's talk about how women feel. Let's talk about feminists.
Again, it's not
have
about
turned-
feelings, period.
how
That's my
feminists have
point.
turned
It's
on
not
other
about
women.
it's not
have
about feelings,
turned on
period.
other women.
Wait, can we have the prompt
Yo,
again?
Yeah, let's get back
swing on this nigga, bro. Swing on him, bro. He talking too much shit, bro. And I don't like the way his hat look anyway. His hat always like back here for some reason. Like I said, it's cool with a beanie, but with a skull, with a freaking snapback, that shit look weird. It's weird.
Prompt
Sorry.
because it didn't have feelings.
Exactly.
Feelings.
Right.
It's about
Innocent men suffer because of
Oh,
what are you
feminism.
talking about?
And so
Yeah.
can I pose this question?
that
then?
is still about
on
feelings,
a day on a day-by-day basis. Do you think you're negatively affected by feminism?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I really believe that.
No.
Can you
Because-
explain to me how on a day-by-day
Because
basis
it makes
it's
them
affecting
feel
you negatively?
because again, masculinity has this mythical eligibility of power.
Wait.
When someone, feminist, what have you,
Okay. The way that men are affected by feminists on a day-to-day feminism on a day, like modern feminism on a day-to-day basis. That's right. You have to think about what you say to a woman. You have to think about what you do around a woman in the gym. Like, I don't do it because fuck your feelings. You gotta worry about who you look at in the gym or what your mannerisms are in the gym. I don't give a fuck in the gym. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want because that's who I am. And I don't give a fuck about feminism. Like you gotta worry about how you approach women when you're trying to date them. You gotta worry about how you approach women when it comes to sex and all that shit. Like it negatively affects men. Feminism has. Like, come on, bro. You trying to court a woman. You trying to court a nice little dame. Damn, they gotta sign a contract, bro. Is this okay? Is this okay? Is this okay? Is this okay? Fuck out of here. That's what men think about.
challenges that, it feels like oppression to them. So
Yeah.
it feels
It's not-
like something is
it's
being
not
done.
challenging.
That's just my perception. Feel free to disagree, but that's what it looks like to me.
I'm not oppressed, so I
That's what I'm saying.
challenge that perception. But also, too, to go back to your point about feminism, that may have been true with first wave feminism, but with third wave feminism, that is no longer
And I
the
would
case
even
anymore.
argue because
No, I
first wave
disagree.
feminism and third
Guys,
wave
bring it back to the
feminism.
prompt. And then also just, I love the ping ponging, but just make sure we don't have 5 people
I'll let that one scream.
talking on top of each other.
All right. There's another side to this too. It's the patriarchy. And so that is what you are talking about.
I'm
It
tired
is
of these
the
niggas
pressure
saying
to be
patriarchy,
strong, the
bro.
pressure to protect.
But in what ways is our society a patriarchy today? Yeah, I know you said values, so I would want to get clarification on what.
Boom. I guarantee you he's not going to name anything that's actually systemic. He's going to name some social ass shit that's patriarchal, that will stem from like the way that men and women act biologically. Like our biology dictates how we act socially. So I guarantee you he's going to name some of that shit that's basically biology.
You define a patriarchy.
So we should define patriarchy as a group, because I personally am still having a hard time defining it today because it is
So we're talking
massive.
about something that
Patriarchy
you
is just
can't even
led
define.
society.
So, well, okay, I'll try and define. Do you want me to try and
let's
define?
do it
In a
together.
broader spectrum, I'd say patriarchal is the societal structure that we have set up that's kind of, what's the word, sociological values of how we set up a hierarchy in our society.
But
And
a
so it's
patriarchy
not
is
a
defined
little...
by, where men are in charge and hold power.
Yeah, but that,
Away from
I'm not
values.
saying
Suffering
that
from
it's a literal,
patriarchy,
it's a
then men
literal
suffer
thing where
from-
there's some document that somebody wrote where it said men are in charge, women are second. It is a set of sociological values that you see
So we're
across
changing the
society.
definition of patriarchy,
Well,
which is
from the-
fine. I just want to make sure we're on the same
I'm telling
page.
you
It is a
that's
group
what my
now.
definition
Yeah.
is. I didn't say there was a set
But that's
definition.
a, but
I'm
that's
not
a red
theorist.
herring.
That's how
So
I
are
define
you
it.
saying we're not in a patriarchal society?
No, I don't believe
We
we are
are
today.
now.
So the whole idea that our country is an
Wait.
oppressive.
I'm going to try to do this Ah, fuck. I don't want to be Hassan and leave this fucking thing running while my chair is just here, okay? So, you see what I'm drinking. I'm drinking beer. It's gonna flow through me. We got some minutes left. Wait. All right. I'm not that stupid. We got like about like 25, 30 minutes left. All right. Why does it look like it's so much more on my fucking laptop, but on TV screen it's like, oh, heck. Here's my TV screen is bigger. Okay, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Please, no, don't go, don't go. I'm here. Don't leave.
Of patriarchy, it just really gets under my skin because nobody's able to actually tell me what that is. Well, by definition, the patriarchy would be a society where men have power over women and women don't have a voice. And in today's society, that's just not true. Obviously, some people have power over others, but in our society, that has more to do with economic status than actual sex.
So going back to the prompt, right? The prompt is innocent men feel attacked by feminism.
Suffer.
Suffer from feminism, right? So if you make a mistake, you should be held accountable to that mistake.
Absolutely.
Now with the forms of internet coming out and communication going everywhere, y'all are talking about feeling attacked for being able to say certain things or not.
Not attacked.
If you
I just
are-
think that psychologically,
It
that
does
some
suffer.
innocent men do suffer from
But I
the
would say they
narratives that
also
are pushed from
suffer
feminism.
if you're speaking about laws. I think feminism has changed a lot of laws
Like
that
what?
now all are women beneficiaries. So if you look at divorce courts, if you look at family courts, if you look at abortion, if you look at a whole host of laws, all of them are women primary. Men are heavily affected by those.
So I'm back
So
to-
I disagree actually on that. I don't actually agree on the whole loss stuff. But just going back to like the prompt and the suffering thing, I do think that you have to be aware that a man can't just go and say whatever they want,
Right.
where a
Nobody
female
can.
can't.
Should they be
That
able
is not
Nobody
true.
can.
A female can say a lot more than a man can, especially.
Hold up, wait a minute. Yes, you should. This is fucking America. You should be able to go up and say whatever the fuck you want. As long as it's not threatening someone's life, you should be able to go up and say whatever.
Online, on social media, on the internet.
but a man
There's a
can
lot
also
of rape.
physically do
There's
a
been a
lot more
rape
than
threat
women
made,
can do in society
and a woman
too,
said
right?
no one will
that's
judge an eye.
biological,
Cancel
that's
culture
not-
doesn't come in. But if a man said that same
No,
thing,
I
they would
don't
get
agree.
canceled immediately. I believe men today
True.
are really
True,
weak.
true. No,
Mostly
hold up. Like if you post online like kill all women, women suck, or blah blah blah. I mean, yeah, women suck. I want to kill and all these women and cut their clitorises off. You would be out of here, and I'm probably gonna be out of here just by saying that. But there was a woman who said that about men, and she's still there.
lazy, and I feel like there's no courage. I feel like men today are okay with being losers, and I mean more men need to stand up for what
Yep.
they truly believe in, and I feel like they don't. There's not enough.
Yep, and what's his name? Clovers? Is that his name? Yeah, Clovers. Hooked on phonics got me good, bruh. Go to the gym. That's all I wanted to say. Sorry, that was stupid.
Back to the prompt. Do innocent men suffer from feminism? I think look at with this entire Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation that happened this past year. You have all these feminists rushing to the camp to defend Amber Heard, and then all those things come out during that trial. And people are like, maybe Johnny Depp isn't the horrible guy that we thought he was, right? So that is an example of feminism radicalizing these people to just be like, I'm going to be anti-male and I'm going to go root against this guy. But to the point of the political.
How is Johnny Depp a victim of the
Guys, we
system?
have
He had his day
we
in
have 30
court.
seconds left on this prompt, so just finish your thought.
But yeah, but also to Brett Kavanaugh. Big example there. You have all these allegations that come up when he's going to be the Supreme Court justice that never came up before.
Right, exactly.
What did that do as far as enable people who have fake accusations to say, I'm going to ride the coattails of the Me Too movement and ruin innocent man's
Really
life?
quick though,
That
where's
is
Brett
wrong.
Kavanaugh right now? He's on the Supreme Court.
He's on the Supreme Court.
Well, that's
Thank
crazy.
God,
And
because
then
Truth
Johnny
won the
Depp,
day.
was he
Because
convicted
Truth won
of a
the day.
crime?
Because
you
Truth
still
won the
suffer.
day.
But that's the point.
He
So,
won in
yeah.
spite.
Hold up. All right, this. Oh my God, this stupid freaking Shaggy reject, bro. Oh, he went through a bunch of shit, but did he get it? Yes, because he persevered through it. They tried to break him down. My man said, "Fuck you, I'm persevering." Johnny Depp, did he get convicted? No, because he persevered. He's that's a male trait, bro. Stoicism, hard times. You keep it straight. You keep it good. You keep it logic. You keep doing your thing, right? Johnny Depp, Amber Heard screwed him over the first time, and I think he was just like, that's my girl. I'm now whatever. I don't want to deal with this bitch no more. She out of here. I'm out of here. But then after a while, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna get this bitch. And what he lose? This man saying, oh, he didn't get convicted. What he lose? Lost hella bread, bro. He lost fucking movie roles and all that shit. They was about to. Did they get? I'm not sure if they got rid of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, which would be crazy because. Fun fact: the ride, the Pirates of the Caribbean, was not made from the movie, the Pirates of the Caribbean. The movie was made from the ride. Yeah, let's keep going.
Feminism,
There's a pendulum, and for a really long time, people weren't called out for things, people weren't held accountable. So now, yeah, the pendulum's swinging, and maybe there are going to be some false accusations and stuff going too far. I would rather have 1 million false accusations, like over 1 million people that deserve to be in jail not being in jail. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather people go through false. You'd rather have 1 million people that are guilty on the streets than a million people that are not guilty have to go through a trial.
I would
All
rather
right,
have.
reset. Women are fit to be president.
Yeah, hold up, my bad. Yeah, I'm glad to see some men that stay back. They're like, men, women, president? Hell no. My man gonna be like, they're emotional. Okay, they think they're entitled. Okay, what happens when they get on their period? Nuclear war? Okay. No, thank you. Okay, let me say something real quick. This is like me not bullshitting. Like, I don't think women are fit to be leaders of men. And as a president, you are the commander in chief. You are the leader of men. I don't think that's the right role for women. That's, yeah, leading a nation. Yeah, I don't think a naturally caring and nurturing person should be in the role of a president, which is not, it's not all about nurture and care. It's about being on top. Sometimes it's about causing the most destruction. It's about not caring a lot of the time. So I don't think that's a right fit for a woman, but Let's see what these think. You want to say that dumbass shit again? Wait, want to hear what he said again? Hold up, I gotta hear. I gotta hear his. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, born in America, over the age of 35, not a felon. You could be president. You know who's born in America? Crackhead. Yeah, he smoked some crack. Never got caught. Never got caught with the crack. I'm saying. And he's over the age of 35. So, president? Eh? Fit to be president? Can he be president? Of course. But is he fit to be president? No. Your logic is flawed, sir. Go tell your girlfriend's boyfriend. Help you out with that next time. Some jobs they can't. Like, it's just fucking facts, bro. Why? Oh my god. And this dude's supposed to be like on the anti-feminist side, bro. It is killing me. Why are you saying that a woman can be a man? It's not happening. It's not, bro. Oh, potato, potato, potato. Stop it. Is this man gay? Like, I don't care if he is. Like, it wouldn't, yeah, like he said on the anti-feminist side. I'm just, hear your thoughts. Is he a homosexual? Hmm. Yeah. I was just thinking, why isn't H in LGBT? Why isn't it just homosexual? Women are from Venus, men are from Mars. Okay, or is it men are from Venus, women are from Mars? That's how it is, man. These kids just think they got it all figured out. You don't. I'm sorry. You're trash. I'm sorry. Look at the prompt. Read it backwards. Women, which is a generality, are fit to be president. In general, women, a woman wouldn't follow his aesthetic. Why is this woman calling me right now? I'm a killer. Hold on, give me. God damn woman, all right.
Of her, every single view she has aligns
Right,
with
like I
yours.
said, she could be fit, but is it the optimal situation?
But why would she? So is the only reason she's not optimal because she's a woman?
I would say it's not optimal because God called men to be the leaders of society.
So again, you keep going.
Boom. Yes. And hey, God, you can say God. God called men because God created man and woman, whatever. But you can say God, or you can replace with God and with biology. Biology made it so men would be the leaders. That's what happened. Or God, either one.
Going back to God, and we keep trying to center Christianity as like the know-all, end-all. What about all the?
My man said God. He said Christian God, right? Could have been Buddha. Buddha's a god. Fucking Zeus. Hate. He just a god. Pretty sure he meant a Christian god, but yeah.
The religions that had female goddesses and matriarchal systems.
We also don't have to sidestep Christianity as if there were not any female leaders in the Bible either.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go to.
Like leaders, like successful, biblical, and this is an honest question, okay? Because I know the Bible a little bit. I don't fucking study this shit, but what successful female leaders that ran a fucking government are in the Bible? Who? I was about to say, you know what? Mary. She was just Mary wasn't a fucking leader of men. Baby grew up, the baby led her. Fuck you, Tom.
For my reason why, I think it was in London, and it's before their current prime minister. I'm forgetting her name, but she was their mayor for about 2 months, and she ran away. She pretty much resigned, was done with it. And I do personally think that women are more emotional beings. We are not similar.
And that's actually not factually true. There are big differences between us, and those differences are very vast on the spectrum, but we are a lot more similar in the way we process information.
I was just trying to finish what I was saying. I was pretty much like trying to go to the point of feminism has created, especially Western women, to be more emotional, more radical on like their decision making, and more like just more emotionally charged. And that's where I brought up the London thing, where I feel like that's a good example of that happening, where the pressure got to him. Resigning is coward to me, like being a coward.
So has a male president ever resigned?
I'm not sure, but that's what I'm saying.
So yeah, if I can interject.
But Richard Nixon, it was because.
I think he's about to say what I'm just thinking. Like, did this nigga just say Richard Nixon? Did Richard Nixon resign because he just couldn't handle it? He just couldn't handle the job. No. Or was it because of what this man's about to say?
He's getting like put into crime, like.
Yeah. He was trying to do more than just the presidency. Okay. Wait, was it? Oh man, now I'm thinking I'm tripping. Richard Nixon was Watergate, right? Right? All right, now I gotta look it up. All right, hold up, give me a second, because I'm pretty sure Richard Nixon was Watergate. Richard Nixon. Watergate. It was Watergate. Yeah. And I heard that, like, I don't know if this is true, because I did like a small little research into it because I was bored or something. That him admitting to the crime, or no, him covering up the crime was worse than him actually doing the fucking crime that he was accused of. So
that was a
so it's like double worse.
So
that's not better. That's worse. So if I can interject, so you're kind of using this one anecdotal evidence of like, oh, this one woman got in office. Are you aware of all of history? Because like literally, men led pretty much every nation. I'd say about 99% of nations forever. So like, yeah, all the good things that have happened from nations, sure, you can attribute that to the men. every bad thing is also attributed to men. I'm not using this as an argument to say.
Would you say the same thing about the nations who went to war because of women? Would you say the crime that is done because of women, because somebody disrespected someone else's woman? And that's just stupid shit. Like this is this man's idea, is that and I didn't notice dude things like this because him, his girlfriend, his girlfriend's lover talk about this all the time, right? Men started wars. Sometimes wars need to be started, okay? And if you think just because a woman would be a president or a leader that they wouldn't start wars, then maybe they shouldn't be a president. Because sometimes wars need to be started. Sometimes you need to wage wars to get resources or to even tell another country to shut the fuck up. This shit happens. And if a woman's not prepared to do that, they're not bound to be a leader. And if you think that starting wars is a male thing, then you're just proving that women shouldn't be leaders because it's not a male thing. It's a fucking nation building thing. It's just a national thing, period. Like, sometimes wars need to be fought.
Men are bad and shouldn't be leaders. What I'm saying is you can point to any person that did a bad job and then you can latch onto their gender and say, that's a reason why that gender shouldn't do something. It's not a good example. It doesn't make any sense.
But I do want to go back to you saying a woman as a leader and how some of those things might not be fit to be president.
Right.
I think that when we talk about a lot of the problems men are facing, a woman being president could actually help some of those, especially in facilitating a society where talking about your feelings is more accepted. I do believe in a 100% merit-based society, which is why I believe that anybody, man or woman, gay or straight, black or white, can be president if they have the merit to be so. But I think that to say that just because a woman makes some decisions differently would somehow have a negative impact on society is all just based off of assumption when it could actually have a very positive one.
The gender pay gap is real.
Oh, I missed it. I ain't get it. There we go. The gender pay gap is real, and if you look at it, the gap is mostly women. Women make more than men, so. Fuck you, feminism. No, I'm not saying all the time. Like most of the, like a bunch of these studies show that women make more than men. But if you take in like hours work from like career to career, like you see how many hours men work to women work, and if you see, and then if you even take in more variables like the how often men ask for raises compared to women, how often women take fucking vacations, which goes in hours work, like it just gets smaller and smaller. That's what happens. So women are lazy.
Where they're not
Oh, no,
encouraged to
hold up,
pursue
give
their
me a
interests. And now
second.
we're starting to get to a
Shit.
generation.
I gotta rewind that. I don't know how much I missed. I'm gonna go back to the fucking prompt because I had it muted. My bad.
I agree that the pay gap is real, but I don't agree with the studies that a lot of people use to say that it's solely based because of being a woman, rather than taking into account career preference, time taken off, the actual way you do your job, There's a lot of other variables that go into these studies, and a lot of times I see the feminist movement say, oh, if you're a woman, you're going to make less than a man, and it's just a lot more complex than that.
So I agree that it's a nuanced conversation, so there's like two things that I want to put on it. My dad, right, do you think my dad raised my brother and I and my sister the same?
Obviously not. No, I would hope not.
Well, yeah, but like in the sense
You're a
that
man
my
and your sister's
dad
a woman.
pushed me into different things than he pushed my sister towards. I think women are raised in a way where they're...
Alright. If I had a dad and he pushed me into shit that like fits me, suits me better, like if I'm more of a physical being, it's gonna push me into physical shit. This is what I was saying before about your biology shapes the way that whatever happens in your like in society. Like biology, society is influenced by biology, right? So society is shaped by biology in this sense, right? So if I'm physically like strong, like I got a I got a strong person, a strong fucking physical fucking body. God damn these beers. All right, that means that I want to go into like my dad or my mom, whatever, should push me into going to like more physical shit, right? Like it's like all tall people get this, like, wow, did you play basketball? Why do they ask you that? Because you're tall. Your height, your height dictates. That's biology. Your height dictates what you're doing in society. Everybody sees tall people, they think basketball. They see tall me, they're like, hey. I can't say what I was supposed to say. I was like, that ninja plays basketball. Ninja plays basketball.
not encouraged to pursue their interests. And now we're starting to get to a generation where I think that might happen, but it's going to take some time. But then the second one is going to be that you get what you negotiate. And this is, I can only give personal experience again. My dad has worked in HR of a company. They offer men more at the start than they do women because men are more likely to negotiate anyways. Women are more likely to take the first thing that is offered.
That's true, yeah.
So, and that is the thing where they take advantage.
So I know where the fudging pay gaps come from. Stupid. What the fuck? You stupid. Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh?
Of the fact that they know women feel uncomfortable in a male-dominated space, so you're going to get a job interview. You're getting interviewed by a man. Everyone you saw when you walked in, for the most part, was a man. And then they offer you a salary. You're going to be a little bit less likely to push back.
But that's
and
not
that's
on
my
the,
personal experience.
But
Actually,
that's not
no,
the
I
company
need to
in
hear
that
what's
example.
happening.
That's
Hold
on
up, I'll be
the
back.
women.
Sorry, I'm gonna be like Hassan and stuff. I mean, I'm not. But bye. Yeah. You know, I don't understand. Why is it that people just don't fucking live? I gotta go and lock my door. I just remembered that. Why don't people just? Ah, fuck. Hold on. Blah. Shit. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Bro, I was about to say, I don't know why people just don't fucking live stream it. What? Why don't people just fucking live stream instead of fucking recording videos and editing it, editing it, and all that shit? Because of this, I just had to take a whiz. Had to go on my door. See my shit going on. Let's go.
Unfortunately, right? They have to be their own best advocate. They have to stand up for themselves. They have to negotiate better. You look at
Or you
this
can just
issue.
pay 'em more.
When you look at
But
Right,
based
like-
on what,
but when you look at this
Equality.
issue of the gender wage gap, also too, it's the narrative that surrounds it is absolutely factually untrue. You're looking at the average income of or salaries of men and the average incomes of women, and obviously there's going to be a difference. Men and women choose to do different things, like you said. Men tend to dominate higher paying industries, higher paying careers. Women tend to go do other things.
I also think that we also like there is a level of preservation that is omitted in these types of conversations. You guys say it's nature, right? I have 2 daughters. If I push my daughters into a male-dominated space, bricklaying or something like that, who are my kids gonna have to work around? Are they gonna have to endure locker room talk? Those are things that
Yes.
are real things that I'm gonna have to entertain in my thought.
Bro, shut the. Oh my god, these freaking stupid feminist, stupid men annoy me. You want to, right? Put women in the male spaces, right? Male-dominated spaces, right? And then you want to complain when men act like men in those spaces. That's fucking idiotic, bro. It's not going to happen, bro. It's going to happen, but if it happens, you're like, oh, I don't want my daughter to deal with the locker room talk. Well, maybe you shouldn't put her in shit like that. Maybe you shouldn't be training your daughter to be a fucking bricklayer or a sewage worker or anything, bro. Like, stop. It's just stupid. Put it in somewhere where a lot of fucking women are. Keep her safe. Keep her ears safe from hearing all this fucking bullshit that men talk about. What? Go on.
Process when I decide where I'm going to push my child. So that's why I'm saying it's not just nature. There are societal.
I agree.
There are societal things in place that put women at a deficit when it comes to making money.
If a woman feels intimidated, that's on her. Like, that is on her. She needs to fight it. And I don't believe the wage gap exists because you're given the same opportunity to earn the money. The fact that you don't fight for your salary or don't fight for the wage because you feel uncomfortable, it's on you. At the end of the day, it's on you. If you go in and you're applying for a job and you feel intimidated and then they...
And the reason why it's on women, right? And I'm trying to get back into my seriousness. Okay, the reason why it's on women is because it's goes back to what I was saying. It's all biology, right? Women are more agreeable, right? So you tell them a salary, they're gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna stick with that salary, right? Men go and try to fight for a higher salary. Like I hear it every day at work. Motherfuckers like, yo, I need a raise. If I don't get a raise, I'm quitting. And then what they do, they go to the boss. They say, hey, yo, if you want me to stay here, I'm gonna need a raise. I have one woman that works under me, right? One. Never heard her say anything about a raise. More agreeable, bro.
say, oh, we're going to pay you minimum wage, and you agree to it when you know you should be earning like $20 or $30 or whatever. It's on you. You can't cry about it and say, oh, this is because men dominate.
Wait,
Well,
so, sorry, can I
Go ahead,
interject?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so it's on the woman that she feels intimidated, right? That's kind of the
Yes.
paramount. So then, is that the same when it comes to like once you're actually hired and once you are the energy or the environment that you work in as well?
Yeah.
So you
100%.
so the company has no responsibility to make a safe work environment or anything like that?
I never said that.
I'm asking you a question.
he
I
did
said
just
feeling
ask you.
intimidated.
What? Bro, fix your hat. It's making you stupid. It's making you stupid, my boy. See, I gotta break my mic. Fix your hat. It's making you stupid. What? What in what way did what this man just said sound like the company doesn't have a responsibility to make us safe? What the fuck are you saying, bro? Oh. It was so bad the freaking what's his name? My boy fell. What's his name? Black Adam. Yeah, so bad that Black Adam fell. What the fuck? God damn. Black Adam had to lay down for that dumbass shit.
It's not the same as being intimidated or being constantly pushed to be like intimidate. You know what I mean? Like if I were to you and go, yo, I'm gonna hit you, or yo,
No,
you know what I mean?
I wouldn't
Or,
say
like,
that. The idea that women are tasked with their own social context and creating the environments for themselves that they want to operate within, even though they are continually stripped of power, is infuriating and is disrespectful.
This nigga just said it's infuriating for people to want women to take responsibility, bro. Like, get. Boy, you're freaking stupid. Fix your head. You look stupid.
It echoed the sentiment.
This What's the best shit I've ever heard, dude? Well, it's infuriating for people to try to want women to like have responsibility for the. Wait, hold up. I think I might be tripping. I need to go back now.
Environments for themselves.
Hold up.
No,
You know what I mean?
I wouldn't
Like-
say that. The idea.
Hold up, because now that I said it back, I'm like, wait, maybe I'm the stupid one. Hold up.
Idea that women are tasked with their own social context and creating the environments for themselves that they want to operate within, even though they are.
Okay, so I'm not stupid. It is up to you as a woman to like create your environment. You shape and mold your world to the way you see fit. You move in the way that you want to in this world. That is up to you. And that's it.
Are continually stripped of power is.
And women aren't continually stripped of power. That's so fucking stupid. They're constantly trying to get given power that they don't deserve. But okay.
It's
Sorry,
infuriating and
thought
it's
about something
disrespectful. It echoed the sentiment of black people keeping themselves down because of the acknowledgement.
It's true. You blacks do keep yourself.
Of racism.
I think we'd all agree teachers, nurses, medical professionals, objectively important jobs for the fabric of
in
society.
the United States.
And we clearly undervalue these industries that are women dominant. Do you think that that's just a coincidence?
No, where I would agree with you is I do think that teachers and nurses should make more money, but that doesn't factor into the point that there is a pay gap, because if a man goes to be a teacher, he's still going to get paid the same amount as a woman.
All right,
So it
let's
doesn't
take a
really
job.
matter.
Let's take a job where men and women both participate, like World Cup's going.
What's that? Yeah, I unlocked my door a few minutes ago because I was like, she's gonna come. Is that all for me? You're so sweet. Thank you. You see that? That's the perfect thing for what I'm watching right now. Women playing their roles. Don't hurt me.
On right now. Look at the U.S. American
Oh my
men's team
gosh.
and the women's
The men's team is also significantly more skilled than the women's team and brings in a bigger
and more
audience.
people watch
Skilled
it.
how?
More people
They
watch
play
it.
this-
Do you think?
So the women's team got beat by a fucking was it a high school or middle school team? They got beat by a fucking high school team. World class. Do you think they should be paid the same? Fuck that.
People that play in the
But they don't-
WNBA should be making the same thing as NBA
they-
players?
Exactly.
I don't
But they
think
should be getting the
NBA
same
or
share.
WNBA players
The
should be
same-
making
That's
more
not
than
my question. That's not my question. In 2022, women are not victims, but yet we live in a society that glorifies.
I like this nigga. My man's heated. He's fiery. He about that life. He about to pull it off the blicky.
As being a victim, glorifies being oppressed, glorifies people feeling bad for you, when honestly, all it does is, again, it provides another disservice to the people that are these so-called victims.
I haven't always understood consent in intimate relationships.
Oh, what the fuck is what? What? Hold up. Hold up. You can read that prompt. I haven't always understood consent in intimate relationships. And look who walks forward. All the fucking feminist men, they be taking advantage of women their whole lives. Anti-feminists don't do that. We don't do that. Oh, that guy walked forward. Oh, man. Oh, that guy too. Oh, you disgusting.
Always
Oops.
clearly communicated, and I think that's one of the things that it has kind of been weaponized against men, whether the woman wasn't excited about it or she didn't like the guy or she was drunk or all these things that they can use to remove their consent and their responsibility in that. They would ruin the romantic image of that guy if he asked to kiss you or if he asked to have sex with you at every single point.
My experience with it has been a little bit different. As a black kid, I was taught that if you engage in
Listen, okay, that man ain't got to worry about consent, okay? You see how his hat is? Look at that man's hat. He ain't worrying about consent at all. He get no bitches. It's cool.
in a romance with
What'd you say? You stressed me out. That's what happened to that. You did. You literally
the white
did.
woman, it's a possibility that she might fall.
You see this? Okay. Sidebar. Women cause men to drink. Okay. I was doing good. I went 3 days, no beer, no tobacco. I still didn't do no tobacco, but stressing me out. Women. At least not this age.
Accuse you of something.
Yeah.
So I've always been, I guess you can say hyper consensual. What that has done for me is it has revealed the bullshittery that is all these like backdoor cuts that men act like women take to accuse them of things. It's super possible to never engage romantically with a woman in a way that she doesn't want. It's not even hard.
There's enthusiastic consent. You shouldn't like want to feel like you're talking somebody into something or like they.
Bro, shut the fuck up, bro. I'm telling you, bro. This man's girlfriend's boyfriend is telling him what to say right now. Yo said you shouldn't be like talking a woman into sex, bro. Fuck out of here. You're trying to get to the goal, bro. If I'm talking to a chick, I'm not gonna ask her every fucking 2 seconds for consent to do something. That's fucking stupid. But this man is saying you shouldn't have to. You should ask like every time. That's fucking stupid.
Are okay with it.
Right.
You have sexual encounters with people that want to have the sexual encounters, that are excited about it, and like that's something that like I do think gets lost. Like
But to your-
consent.
Oh, I'm
one
sorry,
more
go
thing.
ahead.
One
Yeah,
more thing. Really.
And the other person isn't always excited to have sex. Sometimes you the guy comes up and be like, hey baby, let me lick on you a little bit. Then they get into it. Ain't that right?
I know young men that like definitely didn't want to have sex as much as they were, and they were men, but they feel like they had to. They don't, and it's like these things. Like it's informing young people. Like even though you don't want them to have sex at a young age, you have to inform them of it because they'll do it.
Stop, bro. Like when you get into a marriage or like a relationship, sometimes you have sex when you don't fucking want to. Stop acting like it's just fucking everything is just I can't say that word. Everything is just grape, okay? It's not. Sometimes you just gotta be like, yeah, I'm gonna do it for my baby because I know they want to do it.
Wrong if you don't.
It's baked into our culture from the music that we listen to. It's in porn. It's a dominating culture. When you go into a relationship, these are the things that you see, so you try to enact on that. Consent doesn't make you any less of a man. Consent is really creating the safety for the other person to mutually just be down for it.
Honestly, I didn't really hear anything that I disagreed with over here. It's just the only thing in this conversation that I worry about is lack of accountability. Because a lot of times, you know, women or man, doesn't matter what your sex is, if you're engaging in sexual activity, you can pretty much signal that it's consensual, and it can get confusing. But then if a woman or if a man doesn't verbalize it and then they go back, they confuse consent with regret. And I've seen that a lot in court cases or just throughout our culture.
That's exactly what happened to me, bro. when a woman regrets something, they will accuse you of anything, bro. It's crazy.
So the coercion thing, right? And like the context around.
I'm gonna ask you this, and I'm not being rude. Any sauce? Damn. All right, cool. The teriyaki, you know how they drip the sauce on their shit? They didn't. That's what I was asking for. So it's just a dry ass piece of meat. It's not in there. You have to ask for it. Like they'd be like, you want to put sauce on it. Since the time they got like a pot of fucking sauce in it. Oh no, you gotta ask for it. Well, do you go to that one? Oh, you was at the drive-thru. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Like the context surrounding, like, if they were to say no, would they have been safe? Would there have been repercussions? Are you putting them in a position where
or is that on the woman?
I think I
Because
have
if
some
they agree
upstairs
it
in
depends
the
on the
room.
situation.
Unless they were raped.
So like the Harvey Weinstein.
Huh? Put that right there. I'm gonna go get a trash bag from upstairs. Right there. Yeah, it's not in there. There's nothing in there. It's cool. Yeah, it's cool. I think I got some packets upstairs.
Thing, like, if any of those women say no, their careers are ruined.
Right.
They're in danger
And
because they're
that is
like, so
totally
it's the
understandable.
context. I don't think that false accusations, especially for sexual assault, are anywhere near as common as people want to make them out to be. And I think the much bigger problem in day-to-day life is the consent.
Fuck both of these guys. That shit's common as hell. Niggas get accused of fucking sexually assaulting chicks all the fucking time. And what happened to these bitches? Nothing. Even if it's proven that they are lying. Nothing.
Issue, not the false accusation.
That's undermining it though, because you guys haven't gone through it. Saying that is okay is not.
I'm not saying it's okay. I'm
And it's not even like the legal aspect of it, right? It's like a chick can falsely accuse you, and then socially you'd be fucked, right? But they don't have to go to the police. They can just go to their friend, their bestie, or like they can just go like tell a bunch of people on like Facebook or some shit like that you did this. And then you carry around that stigma your whole fucking life until you like move out of the area or whatever. So fuck that. It's not just, oh yeah, fucking it doesn't happen in the legal sense. Fuck that.
So in terms of what's a bigger issue that we need to worry about.
I think there are some nuanced issues that you have to pick a side, and I'm picking women not getting raped over men not getting falsely accused.
But that isn't.
I don't think that you have to decide
those
for
aren't.
Excuse me? What did he say? What?
Mutually exclusive, and it's a shame that we live in a world that's so black and white that you can't balance the interest of those who are victims, true victims, and also those who are falsely accused. One false allegation of rape, sexual assault, discredits a lot of other real ones in people's eyes. It ruins the lives of people who are true victims of getting.
True. Because after I was falsely accused of fucking sexual assault, I don't believe no bitch when they say that shit. Fuck that. I don't believe any other bitches when they say. If my daughter says she was sexually assaulted, I ain't believing her. I ain't believing her ass either. Fuck that. I ain't trusting no bitches.
Their cases heard in a fair and positive light.
I think what we're all circling around is that what we need in our society is comprehensive sexual education.
Yeah.
And I think the topic of consent needs to be just as important as the topic of protection.
You probably would if men got raped more.
Male feminists are in it to get laid.
Men get raped more than women. Statistically. It might be from other men, but they do.
Every dream deserves
Batista? Fuck is this
Will
movie?
you give us hundreds of thousands of dollars? We have to help each other. Will you make a choice? Rated R.
On the cabin? I don't know what the fuck that is, but
Yes.
look cool.
I'm excited for this one because I don't like women sexually, so this is going to be a very interesting conversation.
I knew that nigga was gay. Male feminists are in it to get laid. And of course. Can't say the bullshit that they're saying and try to think that you're gonna get a bitch. Can't say shit that they're saying. Like, oh, men should be soft and all that bullshit and think you're gonna get a woman. A woman I'm talking to right now, you know what she liked me? Because I was hard bodied. She liked me because she saw me in the gym. She was like, oh yeah, that's a nice male specimen. I want me I want to lick his sweat. Then he looked like he full of testosterone.
I think that if you are a straight male, the way you view women subconsciously is always going to be have something to do with sex.
You're right.
On just a fundamental level, just in nature. Now, that might not be the whole premise, but I do think that it has something to do with it.
Yeah, I think like again, the problem with these statements is like they're general. I think there are men out there that are predatory and are posing as feminists to get into the.
I hate it when people be like, "Oh, you're talking in general." No shit, Sherlock. You're talking about men and women. You're not talking about individuals, bro. Like, shut the fuck up.
And women.
And even on a more like micro level, like, so I was literally just watching a recent Jubilee video, and it was one about a man. He was a self-proclaimed pickup artist, and this is almost a direct quote of what he says. He goes, "Oh hell yeah, I fuck with feminism."
You know, I like to think I'm a feminist. I fuck with feminism.
And I think it's kind of emblematic of like there are men that don't understand the full gravity of how people who are real feminists feel about the situation. And they kind of see it as like this, like, oh, this cool, hot social issue. And if
Okay, I fuck with feminism, you know? Free the nipple. I love to see bitches walking around with titties. Free the nipple, all that jazz. What's it called? The slut walk? I'm the slut. Just run loose. I don't give a fuck. Do it. Feminism. I'm a feminist.
I talk about it, it puts me in the group of the good people. And I don't think it's always heinous, while there are people that are doing that. Some of it's just like such blatant ignorance that they lack the understanding.
Yeah, I think even the posing of the question is indicative of the truth of the matter, that I think a lot of the time it is that, because if you align yourself with a lot of the more traditionally toxic masculine traits and you're not viewed as on team woman, then you're not going to be in line with a lot of Western women in today's society.
I have a few like friends that go to these parties and they're like, oh yeah, fuck Andrew Tate. They all watch him, but they'll be like, oh fuck Andrew Tate, just so they can get laid, because they know that's how, you know, a woman will feel like, oh wow, they're listening to me, or oh wow, they agree with me, and feel a little more connected.
Yeah. And I think for me, as someone who believes genuinely in the fact that men and women are equal, but I don't go around parading myself as a feminist, because the only thing that I could think that justifies being a third-wave feminist, being a feminist today, is you must just want to get laid, because there's no reason to believe in all of these crazy things that go after your identity.
Well, let's hear some disagreements.
Why do you choose not to identify with it anymore,
Wait,
even
because
as a man?
because when you say it, nothing in my heart.
You done with this video?
I want to hear everyone speak. I want everyone to get their voice in.
Fuck these guys. I'm done. You, woman. Fuck this. I'm done with this video. Where's my outro? Hey, that was a nice little stream. In conclusion, Don't be a male feminist because they're all pussies. Thanks for coming to